For my final project, I decided to build a simple, user-friendly fleet management solution with the purpose of streamlining the keeping of crucial information by providing one place to keep it all. It can be pulled up at a moment's notice, which will increase efficiency of fleet management due to the user-friendly UI. And also, at the end of the day, it should reduce overhead costs because now you don't have to outsource uh, somebody to do this task for you. Why would you pay somebody for something you could do yourself? So the first application I came across that's similar is called Fleetio. Now, why they offer an overabundance of features, it quickly becomes overwhelming. There's so much to look at and navigate. I mean, you could get lost in the sauce, as they say. And on top of that, if you notice up here, they charge $5 to $7 per unit per month to manage it. And basically, what they're doing is just giving you reports of information that you are feeding them. So you're basically paying them just to store your information. At $5 to $7 a month, once your fleet starts to get 30, 40, 50 units, well, you do the math. I mean, once again, why would you pay somebody to do this for you? Another application I found was called FleetSoft. Once again, I mean, look at all these features it has, which is wonderful, but I mean, look at the rest of it. I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Ironically, by the time I learn to use this program properly, I can build my own in C Sharp. Uh, as you can see here, I went with a more no frills, minimalistic approach, really just to promote the use of for all users. The fact of the matter is, I was in the trucking industry. A lot of these guys don't know how, they're not very tech savvy, and that's truckers and the guys, you know, who are running these companies alike. They just don't have a lot of education, or there are a lot of old school guys that, like I said, just have a tough time dealing with technology. So I figured using a very simple UI would be advantageous. All the controls are laid out simply. I mean, everything is, you know what you're looking at when you're looking at. Everything's labeled nicely. It's formatted nicely. At least I think so. Some of the key features are, so there's a login screen for regular users and admin alike. Now, that experience is more or less the same for both, but if you are an admin, you are supplied with a PIN number, which with that PIN number you alone can delete records, whereas regular users can add and update records, but once again, only the admin can delete. Now, my application also features a search bar, and once again, I touched on it earlier, but you can search through names, addresses, unit number, VIN numbers, shop locations that one of your units has been at, the type of equipment, I mean, even down the color of said equipment. Also, my application uses sorting arrows that can sort, once you've called the data that you're looking for, you can sort it in ascending or descending order. And then lastly, we touched on it earlier, but you'll be able to add, search, and delete and modify your whole roster of drivers, the equipment that you own, even stuff like records of when it's been maintained, or where and when it's been fueled or repaired. So on to the live demo. I gotta find it. Okay, you are immediately upon opening greeted with a nice little login screen and only the correct username and password will get you in. Here, I'll put a fake password in. Just you get a fake user password combination is invalid. Okay, upon opening the application, I said earlier, well, once you open it, what you see is what you get. Everything is laid out to be the most simple and as quick as possible. I mean, I know how many times personally I've been called when I was on the road, and the guy's asking me, when was the last time you did this or this to the truck? I was like, well, why are you asking me? I'm the one driving. You should be storing all this information. So essentially, this app almost came out of like a place of need, because I remember thinking so many times, there should be a solution for storing information like this. That you shouldn't be calling me as the driver whenever it's your company, guy. Now, so the way I once you log in, you're greeted with logged on as, and we're passing in the name of the user, so there's no confusion as to who's logged in. See, I've implemented a tab style grid view, so every tab has its own grid of information, essentially, almost akin to something like a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. Now you can click through all of these, and these are all the dummy data that I loaded in just to make it look all nice. But you can scroll left and right, see everything how it's laid out. Like once again, each tab is like this. So here we're tracking, for example, the unit numbers, VIN numbers, equipment type, the year, the make, so on and so forth. We're going through the equipment maintenance, yada yada yada. Rinse and repeat, basically, as far as this is concerned. Now, if you want to add new, you simply click Add New, where you're greeted with a nice, the second form pops up, and let's just add some dummy data. Bob Jennings, possibly. He lives in 1 Cardinal Lane. His phone number is 314, blah, 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 blah. And his email address is bob@aol.com. Bob Old School. Add. Driver has been added to the roster. There's Bob. There's the rest of his information splayed out. Now, if we want to update Bob's entry, we simply select Bob, update. Now, his information is loaded into the text boxes. Here we go. We'll change his hire date. Let's say he was hired on the 7th. Bob decided to get a Gmail instead because AOL is, I won't say it. And no, Bob did not get that sex change after all. Driver information successfully updated. Here we go. Bob Jennings, 1 Cardinal Lane, and now his email address shows that he has a Gmail now, and his hire date was changed. But just to further prove that it is changing, we will do nothing but gibberish. And he was hired a while ago. Driver information successfully updated. Here you go. I would say that looks like gibberish to me. And then, last but not least, for Bob, say we want to fire Bob. He's been doing a crummy job. We delete. Are you sure you want to delete? Now, A. Topolovich does have the admin pin. And boom, Bob is now fired. See ya, Bob. So I've implemented the same functionality for each one of these tabs. Now, my favorite feature of the whole application would be the search. So I'm not using a button, I'm doing a search on a text change. So as soon as you start typing in what you're looking for, it's already narrowing down. Here we'll try to look for Kay McKenna's email address. There you go. As soon as you start putting it in, it's already narrowing it down. So that's for driver name. The home address can be searched this way, and email address. I really didn't think it was crucial enough to be, I don't know, searching somebody by phone number or hire date. And then same with inventory. Once again, as soon as we search, let's say we want to search just our trucks. There they are. We have 3 trucks so far. We're a small little fleet, but hey, we're making ends meet, right? Let's see, a specific VIN number. Here we go. As soon as I started typing it in, we pulled it up, and this is for the unit number is, this is a trailer, TL303, made in 2004. Make is utility white, no mileage, because you don't keep mileage on a trailer. To bring the results back, just delete, and they all start to come back. Now, another cool feature of this data grid style is that you have various ways you can sort. Like it's here, it's sorting alphabetically. Here as well, I think first numerically and then alphabetically. Here we go, truck trailer, year, ascending, descending, so on and so forth. I think that's one of my favorite features. Possibly close second behind the search. I just think that doing the search on a text change just really makes it super fast. Here we go. Just to keep testing, here we can delete this record. Are you sure you want to delete? Once again, if you do not have the correct PIN, you are shown a message showing that you do not have the correct PIN. So you got to go find the admin, get their PIN in order to delete the record. Now, if you're adding, let's see. Let's say you want to add another unit. We'll add a trailer. A VIN number is know the format for a VIN number, but we try to put a year in as a number or as a letter. Let's see how that works out. We'll make another Volvo. I'll make it white. And mileage. Ooh, she's an old girl. She's done over 1 million. Let's say for whatever reason we decided that today was a good idea to buy a truck that had 1.2 million miles on it, and we'll give it the truck number 203. Now if we try to add it, it tells us that year and mileage fields only accept numbers, because here we are trying to put a string value into the year. So this truck is a 2003. And see, okay, now we've successfully added it to the inventory. So this, oh, there it is, it's been successfully added. And from here, of course, we can go in and update it, do as we see fit. And ultimately we decided this was a crappy investment, so we wanted to get rid of it, and it's gone. So basically that would wrap it up. Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much.